everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Laura, and if you are new here, welcome. And if you're not, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is week 51 update, guys. We are 1 week shy of a year. I cannot believe it. And on another note of not believing things, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you that have subscribed to my channel. I have finally made over that 1,000 subscriber mark. Cannot believe it. When I started this channel in 2019, I floated around to barely 100 subscribers all this time. And then this year when I started, had a little bit over 100 subscribers. And now by the end of 2022, I reached 1,000 subscribers. I am just over the moon about it. And later in the week, I'm going to put up a subscriber giveaway video, and we will do a drawing a few days later and get some gifts out to you lucky winners for being here. And again, y'all just have no idea. This has just made me so happy. I've never in my life would have thought my channel would actually be growing and doing so well. So let's jump into week 51 and see what all happened. Quick recap. The week was not really anything great, bad, or sad. I worked most of the week, and I did get that 8-page pre-trip memorized. So now it's just keep going over and over it to keep it fresh up here. I probably will be going to take my test in probably 2-ish weeks or so for the driving part, and Lord willing, I pass all that, and this stressful part of getting my license back will be done and over with, and maybe I can get back to some kind of normal, because I don't do well with stress, and it's been a lot. So I worked last week, got all that in, and then Thursday night, a friend of mine and I went to TSO, which is Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I have been going and seeing them probably for the last 10-ish years or more, except for COVID, of course, and they did their stuff virtually, which we're not going there. Anyhow. I'm not paying for a virtual concert. Sorry, I'm just not. But we're back in live and in person. So went this year and enjoyed the concert. If you've never seen them and they come anywhere close to you, it's definitely worth it if you love Christmas music and you love a good light show, because they combine the two together and it's never a dull moment. Lots of guitars, the orchestra's playing, violins. It's great. So if you've never seen them, try to get you some tickets and go next Christmas time. It really puts you in the Christmas spirit. Of course, every time they come to Houston, it seems like it's after Christmas, but that's okay. I still enjoy seeing them. So I did that Thursday night, had my last party of the year for New Year's Eve. I have not celebrated New Year's Eve in probably 15 years, to be honest. It's just something I don't really do, because I always do a New Year's Day run. So this New Year's Eve, I actually met up with some friends. We had this huge selection of foods and desserts. Of course, always got to have the good foods. Hung out, did door prizes, actually won something. I never win anything. And actually got a door prize, I think a gift card to Chick-fil-A and a coffee mug, which, getting back on track this year, so I'm going to be doing a whole lot more coffee. So it was really nice. And then went out, celebrated, rang in the new year, had the champagne toast, went back to my friend's place, and I was supposed to go to sleep. I really was. I was supposed to lay down and go to sleep because I had a half marathon on Sunday, right? It's New Year's Day run. And I've done this race for like the last 5 years. So I'd signed up and I was going. Got back to the apartment and the party had just moved from downstairs to upstairs. And we went strong playing games from the time I got back until about 4:45 in the morning. None of us slept. We laughed. We had so much fun. I haven't laughed that hard in so long. So Laura gets dressed because she still, in her mind, is going to this half marathon. This is how insane I can be when it comes to my races. I get dressed. I head out. It's probably a 45-minute drive to the race. Foggy, foggy, foggy. It was so foggy New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. Horrible. And of course, I am assuming, but I really believe this guy was drunk. There's a truck in front of me. There's nobody else around. It's just the two of us. And I can see him bobbing this way and then get back in the lane. Then he's bobbing over this way, then getting back in the lane. And then he passes up his exit and he just slides over to by the on-ramp area and just comes to a complete stop. And I'm like, you know what, dude, I'm getting away from you. You're scaring me. So I just go to move over in the next lane. Like I said, it's hard to see. It's very foggy, and hit something in the middle of the road. It clipped my back tire. I still do not have a clue what it was, but it popped my tire. It's 5:30 in the morning. I am not in the greatest part of Houston. I exit off, and the first thing that was at the exit was what I'm going to call, if any of y'all watched Bates Motel, it was a Bates Motel. That's what I call those little motel, roach motel looking things. It had some lights around it, so I pulled in. I know I'm in a sketchy part of town, and I'm like, okay, let's get roadside assistance out here because I don't need anything going bad at 5:30 in the morning. So I'm calling. Roadside said they couldn't get there for like an hour to an hour and a half. So I decide I'm going to get out and try to change my own tire. Now, I will admit, guys, I'm 50 years old. I have never changed a tire ever in my life. I know. Trust me, I've already gotten the yang from my son and a few friends, but I never changed my own tire. So I'm going to try to figure this out. Or what, something, I don't know. I get out of my car, I'm pulling things out, and I see this young guy start walking toward me. Now I'm freaking out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I'm out there by myself in an unknown area. So he approaches me. He looked to be about 20, 22, young kid. And he asked if I had seen another car, and I was like, no, and he was waiting for Uber Eats to bring him some Jack in a Box. Apparently he had the munchies, whatever. So I tell him I'm not from this area, haven't seen anybody, that I had a blowout. So he actually helped me change my tire. He had never done it either. We learned together, I guess. But the Lord was just with me. I really feel like each step of the way, this kid changed my tire out. I called roadside back, told him didn't worry about it. We got it taken care of. I got ready to leave. I tried to give him some money. I only had $25 on me. I didn't have a lot of cash. He would not accept it. He told me he could hear his mama in his ear saying, nope, you do your good deed. And I just thought, okay, we do have some parents out there still training their kids up right. Way to go, mama. So I'm getting ready to back out. He's flagging me. He's telling the tire, the donut looks really low. Go find some air. And I thanked him again, appreciate it. I left out of there. I went to 3 different gas stations, guys. 3 different places in that area. No air pump thing was working. One of them had the wires cut. I mean, like they just were jerked out and gone, laying on the ground. I mean, I'm like, yeah, I'm in a sketchy part of the neighborhood. So I tried to get back on the freeway, and I decided at that point, you know what? It's not worth me trying to drive on a donut that's not fully properly aired up, another 30 miles to a race, and then try to get home. I just gave up. So I flipped around. I'm going to inch my way home. Missed my exit because there was so much traffic. I couldn't get off because I was trying to stay far to the right. Got off at this one exit, ended up going some back roads, and I found a little gas station on this back road that had an air off to the back. It was all lit up, and it worked. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. Somebody's still watching out for me because, my dumb self, not prepared for, emergencies like this. You just don't think about it till it happens, right? So my little donut tire was down to 9 PSI. I mean, 9. I would not have made it home. Got the tire aired up, and I drove home 45 minutes away from the house. Finally got to home about 8 o'clock that morning. So I had been up well over 24 hours. I was done for by this point. All the adrenaline, everything that's happened, no sleep. I could feel my body it was drained. I was done. I laid down and I didn't wake up till 2 o'clock yesterday. Oh my gosh. So it was a great New Year's Eve, except for the tire. And I didn't make my race. That's all right. I'm not going to sweat it. I really love doing that race, and it's the first race of a 3-race series. So now I don't get the extra stuff for running all 3 races. But sometimes life just happens. And that's how I feel that probably since October, that's how my weight loss has been going. It's just like you do good, then you fall off, then you get back on and you fall off. And I've been doing this since October 3rd. I went back and I was looking at some things, and it was like, my lowest weight was the beginning of October. And for the last 2 months, I have done nothing but gain and lose the same 10 pounds. So with that being said, it is a new year. Happy New Year. It's time to get rebooted, restarted, and re-engaged. And I wore my in training shirt today because this is exactly how I feel. I am back, getting started, fresh year, and getting the mindset back, getting the motivation back, and getting these last 25 pounds off. I've come too far, right? So I enjoyed the holidays. That's why I kept going up and down on the same 10 pounds for the last, since October, November, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I've had way too much fun. So it's over. It's done. It's time to get back on track and get that scale moving, get back into physically being more fit. I have really been slacking in the exercise department. Water has been out the window for months. What's that, right? So it's time to go back to basics, really get restarted, rebooted, and re-motivated. And that's where I'm at today. I'm really ready. I'm ready. I have felt so miserable over the last probably good month. And I know it's from the eating. I've been eating out. I've been eating junk, candy, alcohol. I'm a wino. I love my wine here and there. So it's all got to stop. So the month of January, I decided we're rebooting, and I'm going to go and try to do ADF for the entire month of January, alternate day fasting. And I'm letting my wine go for the month and just get back down. Hopefully I can get back down to my lowest weight, which is like 170.4 or something like that. Try to get back down to that lowest weight so I can start moving forward again. So that brings us to the weight. Where am I? Last week I was 178.4 on the scale. And this morning when I weighed, we've inched up again, guys. I was 179.8. So that's 1.8 pounds up. Again, no, this is like the third week in a row. I've just gone up, but that's all right. Somehow, some way, I made it under the 180 mark, and I said that's all I was going to do is maintain, and I did. So now it is time, get on track, and let's get moving back down. So yes, even though the scale is up this week, it's okay. Enjoyed the holidays, and they are done. Thank you, Lord. They are done. It was a good excuse, right, Laura? Yeah, that's what I'm telling myself. It was a good excuse to enjoy and splurge and not stay on track. But we're back in training now. So we're going to hit it hard. We are going to get through these next few months and see what happens. Hopefully I can hit goal weight, or if nothing else, I've had several friends tell me, Laura, stop. You don't need to lose any more weight. You look fine where you're at. Just start firming up, toning up. And that is true. That's probably exactly what I need to do. But in my head, there's that number, I'm that number person, that I want to see that number on the scale. And that number may be totally unrealistic for me. It really may be. What I have in mind was 155. That may be really too small for my build, and I don't want to look sickly. I don't want this drawn in look, as I've been there before. So I want to look healthy. I want to be healthy, and I know I've got a lot of firming up to do. So we're going to start working on some of those things too. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to be doing a giveaway later this week. Tune in for that. And if you are new, thanks for being here. If you're just joining me for the first time, welcome. And everybody, thanks for stopping by. And if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. I'm still just so ecstatic and over the moon about seeing over 1,000 subscribers. It's just insane. But I'm going to let you guys get back to your day. I just want to give you a quick update, let you guys know where I'm at. I'm up a little bit more, but it's time to get back on track. It's a new year, and I just have a good feeling about this year. I really do. Y'all know last year was pretty much a down year for me. It was really, really down and low. So I'm hoping and praying this year is going to be much better. And I feel like it started off good, other than the flat tire. It started off really good. I had so much fun. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready to get the new job going, get settled in there, get back to a routine, and feel like I've got my life back. I've felt so out of control last year with all the changes. So this year, it's time to level out, get moving in the right direction, and feel back to some kind of normal, whatever that is. All right, guys, thanks for being here. I will see you guys at the end of this week. And I hope every one of you is doing great. And I hope you had a great New Year holiday season. And now it's time to move forward with me. Come on in, jump on board, and let's get this new year started right. We got some weight to lose, we got some firming up to do, and overall just get to feeling better. Love you guys. Hope each and one of you have a great day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.